What's up, everybody? Mayhem back with episode number 5. I do apologize that it took me so long to get this episode out to you guys. The servers recently weren't stable. They were constantly going offline, but Paratus and Banff and all them, they have fixed it. The data center is now, it's working better. The servers have been online ever since. I was on server 4 before, but it was really laggy and desyncing, and I didn't want to risk it. But that guy up there, man, he just threw me off that roof, and he hurt my feelings. So today's episode, it was going to be about salt running, but I did the calculations, and I did it before the servers went down. Did an off-road, and it took me quite a while, and I only made $9,000 for an off-road. So I didn't find it really worth my time. They sold for $117 each. Let's see if I can find it on here. It'd be refined salt right here. Yeah, they sell for 117 each. It's really not worth it. They each weigh 3. If you want to go run salt, you can. But this episode is going to involve salt and mining. We're going to be running weapons. The weapon that we're going to be doing is, I think, the best one, which will be vermins. Okay? So to start this off, we're going to need a few things. All right? So we're going to need a truck. We don't want to use an off-road. We're going to want to use a truck. To get a truck, you'll need the proper truck license, which is $4,000. You're also going to need an unrestricted license, as well as the commercial license to buy large cargo trucks. So you come down here. Um, we're possibly going to use a flatbed. I don't know how much the other vehicles are. So let's let's check the flatbed. Flatbed 7,500, but they're in high demand. Okay, so I'm gonna purchase this in Sofia and risk not getting robbed for it. So I will see you guys when I'm in Sofia. I'm gonna go jump off this building. Hey everyone, it's Ma'am. Really quick, you do not need the second talent or the truck license to purchase the flatbed that I do use in the upcoming clips, okay? You only need those two if you're going to purchase a box truck or larger. I just wanted to point that out real quick before you guys continue. So please look at this adorable picture that I put up. I believe I can fly, and I cleared the fence. All right, I'll see you guys when I'm in Sofia. Okay, so we are back in Sofia. I just bought this truck for 7,500, and I didn't have to buy the truck license. That's $4,000 I saved. I believe you only need that if you want to buy, like, say, a box truck. So that's good. I went ahead and bought a backpack. Right now, we're gonna go to the market. We're gonna pick up some food, some water, and like a red glow or two, and a pickaxe. You're gonna need the pickaxe for when you're mining. Okay. So let's go here. Um, We're gonna get 2. You don't want too much. You don't want to take up too much of your inventory. Make sure you only buy 1 pickaxe. Alright, so we're gonna drive down this road and we're gonna come over here to the salt mine. I believe you could collect anywhere on the salt flats now, but it's always better to just come over here. Alright, you're also gonna need to process the salt. So to do that, you will need the salt processing license that you also buy at the DMV. That is $900. All right, $900 for that license. So with that being said, you do not need any additional licenses because the ingredients to make vermins is 10 iron ore, okay, and 7 refined salt. So with those talent points that I used, commercial, that's for larger trucks, you still need this one to get this vehicle I'm using now. But if you go down to here, if you remember mining, how we had gem specialists, you could unlearn gem specialists if you want, and it'll cost you $1,500. Or you could use one of your additional talent points that you already had to begin with and put it on ore specialist. Since I don't have any additional, I'm going to unlearn gem because I don't want to collect too many diamonds. I'm going to put it on ore. So that will help me collect copper ore and iron ore more frequently when I'm mining. So the first place I'm going to go to is the medium yield quarry because I don't want to come here, then go up there, and then come back to the firing factory, which is in Sofia. I'm sorry once again to interrupt, but I made a big mistake. Don't do what I did. I went to the medium yield quarry first, then went to the salt flats. You'll see later in the episode why, but just a quick heads up, go to the salt flats first, then go to the medium yield quarry because then you'll get more money out of it and you'll craft more weapons. I want to start here and then come back here and then collect the salt. So I will be back with you shortly. But before I go ahead, next time I come back, I'm going to have the math done. I'm going to tell you how much each item will weigh so you could determine uh, like the how many you could do per run. So the inventory of the flatbed is 250 plus my inventory, which would be 89. I don't know how much refined salt is. I'm gonna go find that out real quick, and then I'll be back with you guys when I am mining the iron. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, so we just arrived at the medium mill quarry, north of the heroin field in DB14. We're gonna go for iron ore. Uh, so keep in mind that's what you want. You're gonna drop everything else: diamonds, copper, sand. I believe that's all you get. I'm not entirely sure besides that and iron. So I'll be back to you when I am done with collecting my iron. Also, refined salt weighs one each. So I'll do all the math for everybody of what the ratio is of how much iron will weigh and the refined salt for each weapon. Okay? So see you guys when I'm done with this, and on my way to the salt flats. Alright, everyone, I'm back. I kind of miscalculated something. Um, I forgot that when you pick up salt before you process it, it weighs 3, and refined salt weighs 1. So instead of being able to do as many gun runs as I wanted this trip, I had to cut it back. As you can see, I only have 60 iron, which is equivalent to only 6 vermins. Alright, so I'm going to do the math uh, on screen for you guys if I can. I'm really bad with editing. But the way I saw it is you have to do the salt first in order to make maximum profit. So you will have to come this way, come down to the salt mine, come up here. Well, you don't have to go through the heroin field. Come up here, go to Minimule Quarry, pick up your iron, and then drive back down to the firearm factory. It just has to be done. This is gonna be the last time I interrupt this video, hopefully. The reason why I'm interrupting one more time is because I really messed up today on making this episode. My head's not in the right place, and I wanted to get it out because it's been so long. But to make one vermin, you need 10 iron ore and 7 refined salt. Uh, to refine the salt, you need unprocessed salt first, which you collect from the salt fields, okay, the salt flats. Then you have to go process it. Each unrefined salt, each like unprocessed, weighs 3. After you process it, it'll weigh 1. That's why it's recommended to process your salt first, then go get your iron ore. Otherwise, I would have profited another like $15,000 for this one flatbed run. Okay, so to craft 9 guns with the inventory I had, I would need 90 iron ore and 63 salt. So just do the math real quick. 37 weight is what you need for each weapon. So take your trunk inventory space and your open inventory space from your backpack, add them together and divide it by 37, and that's how you'll determine how much weight you'll need. Okay, so the iron will be 30 and the fine salt will be 7. Okay, but make sure you process your salt first. Do the math before you do it. Don't do what I did and mess up badly. Have a good day, everyone. Finish watching the video. Thank you. There is achievement. There is no other way to do it. If you collect the iron first, you're gonna minimize the amount of money you'll make. Because with a flatbed and the amount of Y inventory I had, I could have crafted 9 weapons, and I believe each one sells for about 4,000. I'm not entirely sure. I'll know when I do start selling them. Okay. So iron weighs 3 each, and refined salt weighs 1 each. But before you pick up the one, before you process it, it weighs 3. So you're gonna have to process the salt first and then go collect your iron. I do apologize. I will annotate the video at the point of what I say. I'll try and remember anyway. So I do apologize on that one. I did the math So, um, thanks for watching my videos, everyone. I do appreciate it. This is something I've wanted to do for a very long time, and I finally decided to start making the videos. So I'll be back when I'm at the salt processor processing my salt, obviously. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, we're back at the salt processing. So as I said before, you're going to need the salt processing license, which you can buy at the DMV in any town for just $900. It's a must. It's a requirement for this type of money making. Okay, so I'm going to process this salt. Then we're going to head down to the firearms factory. The only illegal part about this is mainly legal is the type of weapon you craft and the proper licenses. To craft weapons, or if a cop sees it, you need a firearms license. To craft the weapons we're crafting, but we're not keeping, so we're not holding on to them, you need a bounty hunter license. So if you're going to craft them and keep them for your own use, then you need a bounty hunter license, which requires a talent and a $6,500 license. Since we're selling them right away, we're not going to be holding on to them. But if you had a house, let's say in Cavala or something, and you had a friend with a helicopter that's going to come pick you up or something, stock up your house because they're downing guns, but they're also lethal with the right ammunition, then you could do that too. Hopefully, we're going to save up money. I'm going to try and save up a little bit of cash and get a house. Okay, we're going to try and start building up a house to do more illegal stuff, or to even, probably next episode, we're going to be over here at the vehicle factory. But that's going to require me running oil and mining a lot and doing many different things. And I know you don't want to watch me do the same thing multiple times. So let me just store this in there, take this out, and process this. You don't want to see me mining every episode, like if I need a diamond, you don't want me to see mining or excavating to get the diamonds I need. Um, it does take a lot of time. That's why it's better to have a house with the crates and store your stuff for when you want to craft vehicles. Okay, so we'll try and get into that next episode. If not, we're going to try and get to it after we have a house. So once we get at least a $70,000 house, doesn't matter where, then we could start doing that. Okay, so I'll be with you guys once I get back to the firearms factory. Here we are, pulling up the vehicle factory. So let's get up right here. What we're going to do is, since we can only craft one at a time, uh, we're going to we're going to put this salt away. We're going to take out 10. We're going to take out 7. I believe we can take out 10 more and take out 7 more, so we can craft 2 at a time. So I'm going to go down to the vermin and sell. Sells for 4,200. It's very good, very good. We're going to do it again and sell. We're going to take out 20. We're going to take out 14. We're going to do it again. Sell. Sell. And we're going to do this one more time. The best part about this is I believe the money goes straight into your bank account. You do not have to carry it on hand. So all you risk is losing the items if you get robbed or your vehicle. Other than that, the money goes right into your bank account. Now, we only did 6 weapons for 4,200. Okay, so we didn't make that much when we could have did an extra 3 if we did salt first. But we still made 25K in pretty much AFKing, collecting items and dropping the right item. Okay, so that pretty much concludes this episode. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry, I do apologize once again for taking so long to get another one out. I'm going to, since I do have technically enough for a house, I'm going to go house shopping. Okay, I'm going to try and get a house somewhere around this area, but I don't know what server I want to do that on because houses don't hop servers. They're on that one specific server. Okay. So thank you guys for watching episode number 5. I'll make sure I try and annotate everything I can. So you guys have a great day. Okay, I'll see you guys soon.